Hey, welcome back to Diablo 2 Resurrected as the Necromancer. In this episode, we are going to explore through Travancal, destroy the High Council, and then make our way into the Durance of Hate. We'll see if we can actually fight Mephisto in this video, but we'll have to just see. So let's go ahead and just jump right into this thing. We found the Upper Kurast waypoint at the end of the last video, so now we can just make our way to Travancal, which is exactly what we are going to do. We're just going to make our way to Travancal. We're just going to start fighting all of this nonsense, get the fighting underway, and hopefully destroy as many things as physically possible before disturbing the High Council. But we can't guarantee anything. I don't have any keys. Do I really not have any keys? Alright, well, I guess I don't have any keys, which is kind of unfortunate. I mean, I can buy keys just about anywhere, but at the same time... The Kurast Causeway. Welcome to the Kurast Causeway. There's a Hierophant there. He's a Hierophant that heals things, which is very, very scary. He also deals a lot of cold damage, which I'm also very scared about. So can you calm down with your cold damage? I'd much appreciate it if you calm down with your cold damage. What's the deal with this? The Ruined Fane. Hello there, Ruined Fane. It's locked. You know what? Hold on a second. I'm gonna buy some keys. Where can I go to buy keys?
You have done well, my friend. Your courage and valor are an inspiration to us all. But now the time has come to face those responsible for the evil that has stifled our land. You must destroy the High Council of Zakarum. Long ago, these elders were charged with the stewardship of Mephisto, the Lord of Hatred, who was imprisoned within the Guardian Tower. Through the generations, these pious men slowly fell more and more under the sway of Mephisto's malevolent power. And the council became an evil mockery of its former glory. It is Mephisto's hatred that has corrupted Zakarum and turned its devout followers into paranoid fanatics. That is why you must travel to the temple city of Travancal and slay the Council. Once they are gone, Mephisto's hold over this land and its people will be broken. Diablo and Baal have surely found the temple city by now. They seek to free their brother, Mephisto, who was imprisoned by the Horadrim in the temple's guardian tower. You must reach him before his brothers do, and prevent them from releasing hatred upon the world.
Okay then, so I have to find the Blackened Temple within Travancal, smash the Compelling Orb with Kaleem's Will to open the way to Mephisto's Durance. Do you sell keys? No, you don't. Who does sell keys? Does Alcor sell keys? What about you, Haradley? Do you sell keys? You do sell keys. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and buy up all of your keys. Buy up all of your keys, thank you very much. I much appreciate you, Haradley. Thank you very much. Now I can go back through this and actually unlock this chest, which is exactly what I like to see. There's a stamina shrine. I don't need a stamina shrine. I've got over 400 stamina, but... Oh no, serpent maggots. They're not going to be hard to kill, but they're going to be a pain in the neck to kill. There's no doubt about that. They're going to be destroying all of my minions. There's no doubt about that. They're going to be killing off all of my skeletons and leading to pain and suffering for me for all time. Which is not necessarily what I desire, but that's okay. They're not all that difficult to take care of, so I'm not all that scared. But what else are we gonna find here? We've got some champion flesh archers here. Even though that champion flesh archer was like extremely easy to kill. Whoa, 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 calm down. Not knowing exactly where I'm going here. Can this flesh archer not keep running away? Can we please just kill off this flesh archer? Nope, it just keeps running away. So I'm going to try to trap it if I can. I'll try to trap her if I can. Nope, I keep trying to curse her, but she's possessed. So cursing her isn't going to do anything for me. Despite that, I keep trying. I keep trying to do the impossible, despite the fact that she is possessed. Alright, flesh archers, you can get out of my face now, please, and thank you. You have overstayed your welcome. There is no doubt about such things. Same goes for you there, Serpent Magus. So thank you very much for disappearing. There's a crude giant sword there. I don't need that. It's a very, very small little side area here. Just get rid of that. Take care of that relatively easily. Thank you very much. Now we can go to the disused reliquary with another stamina shrine. And now we have bone scarabs, which are going to lead to problems for everybody. But mostly me and my skeletons. Sin Main. That's going to cause problems for us. He's mana burn and lightning enchanted, but it's not like he's already not lightning enchanted. So that's nothing new. It's not like he isn't already that. So you can take care of these guys relatively easily, I would think. Hopefully I don't die in the process of doing this. That would be super nice. He's possessed bone scarab, so I can't curse him. I can't curse him, so he's gonna have to just be fought as normal. Oh no, my iron golem's dying. I'm gonna go ahead and heal up my iron golem here before he dies. I'm trying to keep my iron golem alive because I raised him up of something pretty powerful. So if I can keep him alive, that would be much preferred. It'd be much preferred if I could keep him alive somehow or another. And you guys shouldn't be having such an issue taking care of this guy, so please just get rid of this possessive bone scarab. Just get him out of our face, please. Thank you very much. I much appreciate you, video games. Do we have some healing potions here? We got a healing potion and a healing potion. Fantastic. What I like to see is healing potions. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, this is a little insane. Taking a lot of damage here that I don't need to be taking right now from this lightning that's all over the place. So can we calm down with this? There's also a ton of skull piles here at the center of the room. Wow, these bone scarabs are scary, man. These bone scarabs are very, very scary. They deal a crazy amount of lightning damage. More lightning damage than I would prefer them to deal, there's no doubt. And they have a lot more life than I would prefer them to have, no doubt. So can they not be here? We got rock piles and skull piles all over the place here. Which are full of things, I suppose. There's a couple of spots that have things in them. Which is alright, I guess. Ouch, taking a lot of damage here. So can we not, with this, can we not take so much damage? I would much prefer to survive and not be hit by so many arrows that are hitting me in the vital organs. So what I would prefer to see is if I survived. Alright, so we're still full up on our skeletons, which is good. Our skeletons haven't died, which is exactly what we like to see. We would like to see our skeletons surviving, but now that we're dealing with bone scarabs again, they're probably gonna die. So I would think they are probably going to die at the hands of the lightning that exists all over the place in this place. This seems to be a lightning world. The disused reliquary is full of lightning. We have blood divers that deal lightning damage. We have bone scarabs that deal lightning damage. So that seems to be the primary thing in this place, is lightning damage. Which is just fine, I suppose. It's not like my iron golem really cares about lightning damage all that much. So I am pretty pleased to see that my iron golem is pretty powerful right now. I'd imagine next time we level up, we'll probably be leveling up Summon Resist. I feel like that's probably what we're going to do next. That's what I'm thinking we're probably going to do next, is Summon Resist. But okay, let's go ahead and start all of this nonsense here in Travancore. Welcome to Travancore, ladies and gentlemen. This is where things are going to start getting kind of crazy town. This is when things start getting a little bit crazy town. I mean, now that our minions have some kind of resistances to the elements, it really shouldn't be too awfully difficult to take care of the High Council, I wouldn't think. but I'm still quite a bit scared about the future of things here. It's going to be very, very scary with all of their use of hydras, their flaming hydras, which is going to be a problem. As is this nonsense going to be a problem with all of these freaking Night Lords shooting fire at us at all times, which is going to be an issue for us. I'm going to trying to keep all of my minions alive if entirely possible here. Trying to keep everybody alive if we can.
Yes?
But it's easier said than done. Easier said than done to keep everybody alive when we're being bombarded by a million things. There is no doubt, so I'm just going to go ahead and curse things and make them deal less damage. It's really all I can do. Oh, they're minions. No wonder they're such an issue. We got Vile Burn, Teleportation, and Extra Strong. No wonder he's causing such a problem for us. That would explain that. That would certainly explain that. Can you guys please start attacking things instead of just wandering around in circles? I would definitely appreciate it if you guys actually started to do something. Alright, let's go ahead and raise our skeletons back here. Try to get some skeletons back into existence here. And now we've got to kill off this, this elite if we can. I don't know where he went, but he's around here somewhere, I would certainly hope. Yeah, where is this elite at? Vile Burn, he's right over here. Kill him off, he's extra strong, but he should be relatively easy to kill, I would like to think. Thank you very much. Look at all those zealots just hanging out there. Look at all those zealots just kind of hanging out there. Should be relatively easy to take care of them, I would think. Once we take care of this Hierophant, it should be easy to take care of them, I would think, unless they're hanging out outside of the walls, which is also entirely possible. They are indeed hanging out outside of the walls, so we can't actually touch them directly. Can I not go through that? Yeah, I can't actually touch that that Hierophant from where he is standing, which is kind of a problem. Which is a slight problem, not being able to hit him from where he's sitting right now. You know what? I'm not going to spend the rest of my life on this. I'm not going to spend the rest of my life on this set of enemies here. So we're not going to spend the rest of our life on it. We're going to go ahead and pass on by, because we're not effectively attacking those enemies, so we're not going to spend our time doing that. We are going to try to make progress. That's what we're going to do instead. We're going to try to make progress instead. Okay, let's actually try to clear out as much of this as we can, so we're not distracted by too many enemies while we're fighting the High Council. So let's try to do as much of this as we can before we take on the High Council. Let's do as much of this as we can. We only have 3 skeletons. We don't have any mages, so let's go ahead and raise up some mages here. Get our mages up to snuff. Can we please just kill this thing? I was hoping we could kill it without shattering it, so I could raise a skeleton off of it, but the video game did not want me to do that. Apparently. Apparently the video game was not interested in me raising a skeleton off of the corpse. Oh, right there. Hello there, waypoint. I'm gonna go ahead and take this waypoint. Take this waypoint to the town. And then heal up. That's what I like to see. Okay, let's go ahead and take care of these vampires, I guess, since they decided to ambush us as we came back to town. Or came back to Travancore, I should say. Are all my minions stuck behind a wall right now? Why are they not attacking anything? They all stuck behind a wall? It sure looks like it. Sure looks like they're all stuck behind a wall. Alright, let's go ahead. Whoa, oh no! pack of zealots and a couple of hierophants. Whoa, 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 whoa. Taking a lot of damage out of nowhere here. Because they both decided to use their blizzard power all at once. Which I don't appreciate from them. I don't appreciate them using their magic powers. Their magic is very, very scary. Their magic deals a lot of damage. Especially since my cold resistance is total booty. Alright, well, let's go ahead here and try to clear out as much of this as we can so we're not being distracted by anything while we're fighting the High Council. That's really the main thing, is that we don't want to be distracted by a ton of other enemies while we're fighting the High Council. That's the exact opposite of what we want to have happen. So we're going to try our best to kill off as many enemies as possible here. Man, they just took care of all of our minions there. That was relatively easy for them to take care of all of my skeletons there. But the thorns damage should be pretty effective right now against all of these melee attackers. Should be relatively easy to take care of all of these melee attackers, I would think. But now Wahid is taking a huge amount of damage, so I'm gonna have to heal him again. But hold on a second, let me go ahead and buy some more town portal scrolls before I forget to do that. Just before I forget to do such things. Is there an elite somewhere around here, or is there just a huge crowd? There's just a huge crowd of zealots. Just a huge crowd, that's okay though. As long as we can kill them, the Hierophants can't revive them. Which is what truly matters in the end. As long as we can kill them, they can't be healed. This is the logic the video game is presenting to us. Where is this Hierophant? There it is. It's a champion Hierophant. No wonder it's causing so many problems. Yep. That doesn't surprise me even in the slightest. Okay, can we do this without dying this time? That would be super nice. Especially since I just revived my Iron Golem off of something pretty powerful, so I would rather not die a painful death if can be entirely helped. But I'm taking a lot of lightning damage right now, which I am not a fan of. And this Hierophant keeps getting healed by his friend, so this is taking 1,000 years. Yeah, he keeps getting healed by his friend, so we're never gonna kill this thing at this rate. We're never gonna kill this thing at this rate if he keeps getting healed by his friend. It's that simple. It's just not gonna happen. We're never gonna kill this thing at this rate. So I am going to do something a little different, I think. Can we please kill off this Hierophant, maybe? Can we just kill it off before it has a chance to be healed? That would be super preferable if we could do such things as that. Oh wait, there's still a couple of them that are still being healed, which is probably an issue, but you know what? I think we'll be able to manage it. So let's go ahead and raise up our skeletons here. See if we can actually start dealing some damage to these Hierophants. There we go. That's exactly what I like to see. That's what I want to be doing, is that. So can it heal itself? It says it can heal others, but can it heal itself? That's the question I'm wondering. I feel like I've asked this question before, but I'm not entirely sure if that question has been answered. It's scale mail, I can probably sell that, which I probably will sell. But okay, I think we're in good shape now. Oh no, we're still being attacked by everything. We are not safe at any point. There is danger everywhere. Of course there's danger everywhere in Travancore. There's always going to be danger everywhere in Travancore. This is not a surprise to anybody involved. Because again, we want to try to clear out as much of this as we can before we take on the High Council, because we don't want to be attacked by a million other things while we're taking them on. They're going to be hard enough to take care of by themselves. We don't need to be fighting a bunch of Hierophants and Zealots in the process of fighting them as well. So we're not going to worry about that. We are going to focus on fighting these guys and hopefully killing them. That would be super nice if we could do such things. Oh, are you guys out there for some reason? You guys are out here fighting a singular zealot for some reason. All by his lonesome. All by his lone self. That's okay, I suppose. So where are we going now? I am not entirely sure. We're just trying to clear out as much of this as we physically possibly can. Oh no, we disturbed the High Council. Kill the High Council. Yeah, we're not ready to fight the High Council yet. We're not ready to fight the High Council yet. So we may have started that that bit of quest, but we're not ready to fight them yet. So we're not going to worry about fighting them yet. We are going to... There's an exploding shrine. Suppose I'll take the potions from that exploding shrine. I suppose I shall take those. Why the heckles not? Why the heckles not? Alright, you know what I'm going to do here? I am going to do this a little bit different here. I am going to get started with this from down here. I'm going to get started with this from right here. Alright, so let's go ahead and clear out our inventory before we actually start fighting these things.
Good evening.
3485, not bad. 30,000, take that. 1 to strength, don't need. 33 to life, 5 to mana. And we have 25 to life, 14 to mana, so that's what we have now is better anyway. So that's fine, and that's fine. Let's go ahead and put the gold in our stash, because I feel like we're probably going to die a painful death at the hands of the Council. I definitely feel like we are going to die a painful death at the hands of the High Council. So let's not be surprised if that does happen. He's a council member, as are all of them. So this is going to be the worst. This is going to be the absolute frickin' worst. Did my Iron Golem die? Yes, he did. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to deal with this. I think what I'm going to do with all of this fire, I think I am going to go ahead and do the Fire Golem. Just because we're dealing with all of this fire. So let's go with that instead. Just because he has fire immunity. And having all of this fire, and having fire immunity when we're dealing with all of this fire damage is going to be very helpful. So let's go with that. Let's go with something like that instead. I feel like that would be more beneficial than an Iron Golem in this instance.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning indeed. But still, this is going to be a doozy and a half. This is going to be a doozy and a half. Especially since they're reducing our resistances. Which is going to be total hell. Alright, just gonna heal ourselves every quarter second here. That's what we need to be doing here. It's just healing ourselves every quarter second. Wahid, it'd be nice if you didn't like take all that much damage all the time. It'd be super nice if you didn't die all the time. So can we please just take care of these bastards? I mean, it's going to take a million years to fight these things, but you know what? That's okay. I mean, as long as my Fire Golem is healing itself from taking fire damage, that's really all that matters. But it's still taking a lot of damage, which is unfortunate. This is going to be total hell. This is total hell in every sense of the word. In every sense of the word, this is total hell. I'll go ahead and revive my Fire Golem here. Wahid, if you can survive, that'd be super nice. If you could survive, that'd be super nice, Wahid. I'd rather not have to use potions on you all the time. But we have the money to spend on potions, so I suppose it's okay in the end. I suppose it's really not that big a deal. We have the money to spend on you, so... We don't have the money to spend on reviving you, but we do have money to spend on potions, which is good. Let's go ahead and kill off Ismail Vilehand as well. Okay, so we were smart to kill off as many enemies surrounding the High Council as possible, because we're not being distracted by anything around here, which is exactly what we like to see. We're being allowed to fight the High Council by ourselves, which is perfect. Or by themselves, I should say. Hey there, council member. Can I kill you? Are you gonna let me kill you, maybe? Is that something you're gonna let me do, is kill you? Nah, he's not gonna survive that. I tried to give him a potion, but he's not gonna survive all that fire damage.
Once properly imbued, Khalim's flail can destroy the compelling orb and reveal the way to Mephisto. Place it into the Horodric cube along with Khalim's relics, his heart, his brain, and his eye. Then transmute them to carry out Khalim's will.
Transmute them to carry out the will. Yes, we will do that here in a second. Right now we are worried about killing off these council members. That's what we're worried about right now, is the council members. Torque Ice Fist, Cold Enchanted Stone Skin, and Aura Enchanted. So I'm going to stay away from him because his Frost Nova is going to deal a huge amount of damage, so I'm going to stay away from him.
Temple's dark power is broken.
And just like that, we were able to kill the High Council, which is exactly what we like to see. So that was relatively easy to do. That actually wasn't all that bad. We didn't die or anything, which is exactly what we like to see. There's a poleaxe there. Maybe I can raise my Iron Golem off of that poleaxe. Maybe I can do that. Maybe that can be an effective strategy. Let's go ahead and grab that poleaxe. And now that we have taken care of the High Council, we can return to town. Askane.
Ridding Kurost of the Council of Zakarum was essential. Still, there is more you must do. The compelling orb, too, must be destroyed. Diablo and Bale must be close to finding their brother Mephisto by now. You've no time to waste.
I have no time to waste, so I must hurry up and get to this nonsense. The plate mail of the Colossus, 59 life. That's pretty wild. I don't need that, though. What's the deal with this? 60% enhanced damage, 2 to max, 229 to... Ooh, that's pretty good. Yeah, I'll go ahead and raise my Iron Golem off of that. That might work. That might be an effective strategy. Alright, well, let's go ahead then and imbue the Khalim's will. And smash that compelling orb. Quest completed. We were able to complete that quest. Now we can go ahead and smash the compelling orb using Khalim's will. There we go. Fantastic. And open the way to Mephisto's Durance of Hate, which is exactly what we're going to do now. We're going to try to find the waypoint to the Durance of Hate. I think there's a waypoint in the Durance of Hate level 2. If I recall correctly, there is. Search for Mephisto and his Durance. So yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a waypoint in the Durance of Hate level 2, which is what we're going to be looking for. Oh no! Undead Stygian dolls. How terrifying. How freaking terrifying are these undead Stygian dolls? Can you just kill him, please? And thank you. Get him out of my face so I can raise a skeleton off of his corpse. Except he's already a corpse, considering he's undead. Except he's going to be shattered bones, so I can raise some more bones off of him. It's pretty great. It is pretty great indeed. I don't know where we're going. We're just kind of following the walls right now. Which works out, I suppose. It gets the job done. Whoa, look at all... Wow, their range for their damage when they die is kind of absurd. They deal a whole heck of a lot of damage from a very long ways away. Which is kind of wild. Just a little bit wild how much damage they deal after they die. Go ahead and raise that mage there. Which is what we want to... Oh no, Maulers. Maulers. They're gonna maul me to death. Using their giant clubs. They're gonna maul me using their giant clubs. Even though that's not how it works, they're gonna be bludgeoning me with their clubs. That's how that usually works. I would like to think that's how that usually works. Can we just destroy them in some capacity or another? Should be relatively easy to do, I would think. Especially since my Iron Golem is dealing more damage to demons, it shouldn't be all too awfully difficult to kill off these things. I would like to think. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, are you serious? I mean, if you're gonna die at any point, die as early as physically possible, I suppose. Okay, let me go ahead and get my corpse. Hopefully I can do this without dying. Hopefully I can get my corpse without losing my life. That would be much preferred. Heal myself. But this whole room is kind of scary because we have vampires and undead Stygian dolls, which is going to be an issue for us. Do we have any corpses I can raise my skeletons off of? Yes, I do. Got a couple of corpses. Leave me alone, Mr. Vampire. I'm not interested in you, Mr. Vampire. You can just go ahead and go about your business and let me go about my business. I'd much appreciate you. I would much appreciate you if you let me do my own thing. Because we all have business we must attend to. And you're just distracting me from my business. I'm trying to let you go about your business, but you're not letting me do my thing, which I don't appreciate. So I must annihilate you. It's really that simple. It's really as simple as that. How many keys we have? We have 5 keys. Not too many keys. We're not finding very many keys. Which is not necessarily a great thing, because we're using up all of our keys on locked chests. But that's okay. That's okay. We can always buy more keys. We can always buy more keys. There's nothing preventing us from buying keys, so that's something we can always do. Shouldn't be too hard to kill off these Dark Lords, but you guys are taking 1,000 years to do it because Wahid isn't actually attacking anything. Which is why this is taking a lot longer than it has to, because Wahid is just standing there. Oh, look at that. We have to put potions in our pockets. Let's do that before we forget to do it. Let us do that before we forget to put the potions in our pockets. We're gonna need some healing potions here soon. We're kind of low on healing potions in general right now, so we're gonna want some of those. Where are we going? I really don't know. We're just kind of looking around in hopes to find the way to level 2. I don't know where it is, though. These frickin' vampires are gonna be the death of me. No, I don't want you guys to be distracted in another room. I want you guys to be here in one room. We can focus on everything else at a later time. Let's focus on everything that we have here. Let's focus on everything here. We'll focus on things in other rooms at a later time. So let's just focus on what we have at hand. And all will be well. All will go well if we focus on what is at hand, and we don't get distracted by everything that is in other areas. There's a bone shield and a gnarled staff. That gnarled staff is kind of nice to have. You can probably sell that for something. I can't actually go into that room, so I'm not going to worry about that room. Where are we going now? I do not really know. I could probably raise some skeletons, which is what I'm gonna do real quick, is raise some skeletons. If I actually have corpses to raise skeletons off of. There we go. There's a greater healing potion there. I should probably grab that. Should probably grab that greater healing potion now that we're actually desperately low on potions. It would probably be smart to start picking those up. Instead of passing over them, pretending like we don't need them, because we do desperately need potions. Hello there, oil potion. I will take that. Because oil potions are worth, what, 1,200 gold or something like that? Which is a pretty decent amount of gold, if I do say so myself. Alright. Endurance of Hate level 2. Level 2. What are we gonna find in level 2? Relatively the same things, I would think, except this time we have cadavers. Cadavers and maulers. Except these maulers, they actually move rather quickly, unlike the blunder boars that we were facing earlier that don't actually move all that quickly. If it's a single-socketed large axe, I don't desperately need that. If it was multiple-socketed, that'd be different, but it's only singular-socketed, so I'm not really all that interested in it. Well, at the same time... Nah, not really interested. Not really interested, so I'm not going to worry about it. Let's see what we got here. I'm trying to find something I would like to revive. I might revive some enemies, but there are no enemies to revive. I suppose I might be able to revive some undead Stygian dolls, provided we don't shatter all of them in dice. So I suppose that would be nice to do. Yeah, we can go ahead and raise some undead Stygian dolls. That would be helpful, because they're going to be crazy damage dealers. There's no doubt about that. They're definitely going to get the job done. Yeah, I want you guys to not get distracted by maulers over there. I want you guys to fight the things that are over here. If you guys would. If you guys would be so kind as to fight the things that are over here rather than fight the things that are way over there. And if you are going to fight the things that are way over there, bring them over here. I would much prefer that, instead of having all of my minions be scattered about across the world. That would be much preferred. So, thank you very much. I much appreciate the cooperation you're giving me here, minions. That's a possessed cadaver. I can't curse him. Even though I would like to keep trying to curse him, it's never going to lead to good things for me. Healing potions all over the place, super healing potions, flawless amethyst. I will gladly take all of that. There is no doubt that I will gladly take all of that. It's a dual-socketed flanged mace. I suppose that's kind of cool, but it doesn't deal all that much damage, so I'm not all that concerned with picking that up. Now, where are we going now? Let's go ahead and raise a couple of skeletons. Trying to find the waypoint to level 2. That's what we're doing now. That is the logic that we are presenting to the video game. Hopefully we can find it here in a timely fashion, because this video is getting a little bit long now. But who's to say? Who's to say if we're going to be able to find it? I don't know. It's got to be around here somewhere. Maulers, what say you about this? Can you give me any info as to where the waypoint might be? Can you help me out in any fashion and tell me where this thing might be? I don't know, man. I really don't know, man. Oh no, cadavers. Cadavers and Stygian dolls. How terrifying. How absolutely horrendously terrifying. Take care of all of this stuff while decrepifying the heckles out of them. Of course, I don't want to be nearby these Stygian dolls while they are about to die. I don't want to take their shatter damage, because their shatter damage is very, very strong, and it hurts me very much so. It hurts me very much so, and I don't want to be hurt by it. Hopefully you understand, Mr. the Cadaver. Even though you really probably don't care too much about my plight, I'm going to complain to you anyways. Hopefully you understand. Ouch! Calm down. Calm down there, Stygian dolls. It's not as serious as you're making it out to be. You guys can calm down just a little bit. Calm down just slightly, so thank you very much. Whoa. You, sir, are chasing me all around, and I'm not interested in fighting you myself. I'm gonna let my minions do most of the fighting, if you don't mind. Ooh, a defense shrine. I will take a defense shrine. Defense shrines are definitely nice to have. I'm not gonna complain about a defense shrine. Makes it more difficult for my enemies to hit me. A dimensional blade. That's kind of cool. What is a dimensional blade? It looks like a crystal sword. Yeah, it's a crystal sword. It's so sharp that it slices between dimensions, which is kind of cool, I guess. That is pretty neat, I suppose. that there's a weapon so sharp that it can defy the laws of physics. That is pretty neat indeed. Is there another one here? Yeah, there's one way over there. I don't know how you guys are fighting that thing, but you guys are fighting it somehow or another. Level 2 is turning out to be kind of huge. Turning out to be just slightly huge. And I'm kind of surprised we haven't come across the waypoint yet, but we're kind of wandering around aimlessly right now, not really going with much of a purpose. So I'm not really surprised we haven't found it yet. Because again, we're not really following any particular formula in terms of wandering around this place. We're just kind of wandering aimlessly right now. Just sort of wandering around aimlessly and in hopes that we actually find what we're looking for. Which, so far, it's not working out too well for us. But that's okay. We will find progress at some point, I would think. I would like to think at some point we'll be able to find what we're looking for. The question is where and when and how. I am not sure. Man, these Stygian dolls are a serious threat. These Stygian dolls are a serious threat, and I'm not a huge fan of them. They are very, very scary. Let's go ahead and raise a couple of Stygian doll corpses here. Just so we have a couple of lovely minion Stygian dolls. Because they could prove to be helpful, as they were earlier quite helpful. They were definitely helpful earlier, so I'm going to go ahead and use them. Use them all day long. There's an antidote potion there. I don't desperately need an antidote potion. I already have one on hand, so I don't need another one necessarily. There's a super healing potion and another super healing potion. I'll take both of those. And another super healing potion. I'm not going to complain about all the healing potions that we are being given right now, especially since we're using them so regularly. We're taking so much damage that we're having to use potions pretty often, which is not surprising here in Nightmare difficulty, Act 3 of Nightmare difficulty. It's not surprising by any stretch. Cadavers all over the place. They certainly exist all over the place. Yes, they certainly do exist all over the place. This is still not the waypoint. Still not the way to the waypoint. I'm not entirely sure where we're supposed to be going for the waypoint, but it's got to be around here somewhere. It's got to be around here somewhere. The question is where. I'm not entirely sure, man. I am not entirely positive where it could possibly be. It could be somewhere, but who knows where? I do not really know. I'm just kind of wandering about in hopes that we find what we're looking for. And killing off all the enemies in the process. Gaining lovely experience. Getting all the lovely experience points in the process of killing all of these things. Now, where are we going? I have no idea. I am just kind of wandering, as has been previously stated on numerous occasions, that we're just kind of wandering about. Because this place is huge. This place is turning out to be a bit bigger than I originally anticipated it would be. Yeah, this place is a bit bigger than I originally thought. But that's okay. Again, we're getting a lot of experience points for it, so that's really all that matters. All that really matters is that we're getting experience points. We're probably not going to be able to level up by the time we get the waypoint, but hey. We'll be getting pretty darn close to leveling up. For sure. We will get pretty darn close to leveling up for certain. There is no doubt. Alright, let's go ahead and try to find this freaking waypoint. It's gotta be around here somewhere. It has gotta be around here somewhere. I don't know where, though. I certainly don't know where. It could be anywhere. It could be at any point in this whole world. Question is, where and how are we going to find it? I do not know, man. I really don't know, man. It could be anywhere. And I'm getting a little bit impatient now. Just slightly impatient now that we're not going to be able to find this thing soon. But who's to say? I certainly don't know. These maulers are a serious pain in the ass. Just by the way. Yeah, we still haven't found the waypoint. We just keep finding little side areas. We just keep finding little side areas. We're finding everything but the waypoint at this point. Finding just about everything but the waypoint at this point. Alright, where are we going? I have no idea. This is still not the waypoint, it's the way to level 3. So we still haven't found the waypoint, but we did find the way to level 3. Fantastic. Oh man, so where is the way to level 3? Or where is the waypoint? I mean, if we were able to discover the way to level 3, where is the waypoint supposed to be? I have no idea, man. I mean, we explored through more of this than we were intending to. There's no doubt about that. But that's okay. Again, we were able to get a ton of experience points out of it, which is what we like to see, because we want as much experience as we can physically possibly get. As the game progresses, we want as much experience as we can get. So I'm not going to complain too much. Not going to complain all too much, but I would like to find this waypoint at some point. I would be much appreciative if this wasn't a 60-minute video. That'd be super nice. If it wasn't, I'd be super happy if it wasn't. But so far, that's what it's turning out to look like, is that it's going to be a 60-minute video. Oh man. This is absolutely crazy town. The Durance of Hate is way too big. Can I just say that using words of the English language? The Durance of Hate level 2 is way too big. Way too big. Too much stuff going on. Too much hell going on right now. I can't even get over there. So is that not the way to go? Alright, I found it. I went ahead and paused the video until I found it. We didn't fight anything, so you guys didn't miss any combat or anything like that. But I just wanted to pause the video until I found it, considering the fact that we had pretty much discovered the entirety of the Durance of Hate level 2, so there was no point in having it on camera of me just wandering around in circles trying to find the waypoint. So I went ahead and paused the video. But alright, we were able to find it, which is exactly what we like to see. Do I need this amethyst? Do I need this amethyst? Sure, I'll go ahead and take the amethyst, because I can create a new gem. Now, is there any way... Can I make a stronger gem than a perfect amethyst? No, perfect amethysts are the strongest gem you can have. So we have some perfect amethysts now, which is great. But alright guys, that is where I'm going to go ahead and call today's video. So thank you for watching today's episode. I really hope you enjoyed it. This nearly hour-long video, I really hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you did enjoy it. I will see you guys next time when we take on Mephisto and end Act 3. And as always, guys, I am now a partner on YouTube, and as a partner on YouTube, you guys can now join my channel and become exclusive members for members-only content, including loyalty badges, access to live streams, members-only community posts, as well as video shoutouts, so please do consider joining up with the channel. It really would mean the world to me. Your support up to this point already does mean the world to me. Just taking that extra step would mean so much more. So thank you guys for watching today's video. I will see you guys in the next one.